Hello, and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Oops. Thank you so much for being here. I am here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. We've got a fantastic community because you have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on a higher speed, whatever works for you. So, hello. All right. Okay. Well, I've got a whole bunch of questions. I'm a little discombobulated only because I was trying to consolidate some information about astrological timing of what's happening in the hope of perhaps being able to better nail down when some things might actually happen. Oh, thank you. James says, do you have the answers? Oh, well, I've got some, I have some ideas of, and I'll have to go into more detail and of course make a graphic for it. So I will probably have more tomorrow. But I was trying to, wait, what? Oh, there. Okay, found it. All right. Now, before I get into all of that, I do want to say to Marie at Marie's Table, she put up a video this morning saying that she's leaving YouTube. And I know that I didn't have her on the channel. There are a lot of really good people I haven't had on the channel. But bless you. Bless you. Thank you for all the good you did here, all the good you did, all the kindness you showed, all the people you calmed down. And Marie was just, she was just wonderful on YouTube. She just helped so many people. So bless her. Bless you. Okay. At 3 minutes in, we're going to go over just briefly astrology of what's happening. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Thank you. All right, so I'll have a graphic and I'll have more details tomorrow. But I was reading articles, astrological articles all over the internet, and surprise, Trump and Zelensky, they have terrible astrology. They're not likely to get along. It's like, you don't say. In late 2025, that's as far down as anybody narrowed it right off the bat, the whole Uranus-Pluto situation may start destabilizing Putin. Fingers crossed on that. And there's some people who are using the original 2017 inauguration chart for Trump, for Dumpy, rather than the one in January, which I thought was odd. But I was surprised at the number of articles I read of people who were doing that. As far as the rest of us, US Neptune square Venus will be kicking in, which may cause some financial gloom. Well, we know that. And okay. Just having a quick look. Oh, here was one thing. Okay, I did make notes of this, and I know. You know how I read on Maxwell, the ghoul? I read on her, and I kept getting cards about her being in a nicer place, going to better digs, all this kind of stuff. Well, according to the articles I'm reading, and like I said, I'll have more research later, but according to the articles I've been reading, she better cool. She might be cooling her heels for a while. At least, like I said, according to the information here, like in next year, Maxwell's Capricorn planet's crushed by Saturn-Neptune. That Saturn-Neptune conjunction, no relief. I hope not. So as much as it feels like we are just on a steep hill, just rolling toward Ghislaine walking away, apparently her astrology is quite bad. So I'll take it. 2027, 2028. I would love to say that 2027, 2028, the astrology is going to be so much better than it is now, but it kind of isn't. Where it gets better is once we hit 2030 and beyond. The 2030s could potentially be lovely. Real reconstruction, real, all kind of chocolatey goodness. It's 2027, especially 2028. The U.S. is going to have their Uranus return. And Uranus, of course, is all about the rebellion. It's all about humanitarianism. It's all about the collective. These things do not go well. This is where the people rise up. This is where the people say, no, we don't do oligarchs. Yeah, I know it seems so far off, but I'm like I said, I'm just trying to give you the best information I have so that you can better think it through or prepare. I'd love to say everything's going to be fine tomorrow, but like I said, I'm trying to give you the best information. I didn't make it this way. I'm trying to give you the best information. So there's some real talk about the possibility in 2027 of Putin's, apparently his presidency chart is just like drops off a cliff. Please. And there's a possibility, specifically, they were talking a lot about 2027, 2028, about just everything unraveling for Dumpy. His relationship with his base. Uranus return builds. And in 2028, Jupiter is going to oppose Neptune, which has been a classic bubble burst. So if there are bubbles in the market, that will be the corrections in 2028. So again, more information is better than less. So yeah, that's kind of icky. But yeah, once we get to the 2030s, I'm not saying it's going to be, perfect, but heavy reconstruction, picking up the pieces. Lewis has accidentally fell off the cliff. I know, right? So, yes, Raymond. Yes, indeed. Yes, he is. And I was taking some, as we've known about the Uranus return for the U.S. forever. And we've been talking about it for a long time. So, I mean, that's not a surprise. But, all of this talk, which is unusual, but all of this talk of not Trump will or won't be elected or no, his relationship with his base. Whew. It's like, okay, I'll take it. We'll take it. Let's do that. So, what was I? Oh, I know what I was doing. There, that's better. All right. So I just wanted to let you know, kind of, and like I said, I'll get more information and create a graphic timeline and stuff for you. But I did want to share what I could. So, all right, let's just move on to the questions. Okay. And you're such nice people here. You're lovely. Okay, 11:10. Speaking of economics, there is fear of, okay, first of all, Cosmic Goat Lady was very kind to leave some questions before I came on. And I have to agree with this very clear statement. No inflation, my behind. Did coffee really go up $12 in a month's time for you? Oh, I mean, I'd seen it go up like $5, but yikes. You know, the normal bag, some people in the chat have been saying it went from like 12 to 17 or 12 to 18, but dear great Gussie. Do you have any more information on that? Are you running across that? Well, seriously, what little coffee I have left, I'm like, oh, enjoy it while it lasts. Oof. Brianna says, yes, one of the large cans of Folgers was like $10. Now it's like $25 in my area. Oh my gosh. Chemical Score says, I know you're vegan, but did you see the meme about steak? I did not. Chris Cole says, well, Brazil is the most highly tariffed country in the world. There we go. Visualize 70, what is that, for a kilo of coffee? No, about half that. Isn't it like a pound? Oh no, a big Folgers can, maybe that is. I don't know. I've never bought a big Folgers can, I'll be honest. Yeah. Traveling Terrace says, I bought a year's worth of coffee a couple of months ago. Can't not have coffee. I saw shortages and prices coming. Oh yeah. Deborah says, watch for deals on 12-ounce bags. There we go. Tishy says, for a 3 pounds, mine went from $10 to $22. Iron Cauldron says, even a bag of sugar has gone crazy. Where did I just see? Yes, a kilo is 2.2 pounds. Ann says the big can may be 2 pounds. Okay. Oh, thank you, Jane. Thank you. That's very sweet. Steve Myers is saying from $12 to $18 and change at Sam's Club. Tracy says Aldi's is cheaper on sugar and flour. And Amy says 12-ounce Starbucks is $10. I've been so long since I went to Starbucks. Thank you. Sandy gifted 10 memberships for random people in the chat. Thank you so much. Oh, Sharon Royce says, I ordered the Andes flavored coffee that you mentioned, 6 for $19 on Amazon. Not surprised it won't arrive until September 13th. Oh, sorry about that. But it is such a good deal. And if I find good deals on stuff, from Amazon or what have you, I will share. So, Kelpie says, used to get Maxwell House for $5.99. Now it's for $6. Now it's $13. Well, because the article that's linked in the description box says that Trump's policies are a ticking economic time bomb. Tammy says the drive-through coffee shops will soon go out of business. You would think that a company as big as Starbucks would have lobbyists, but I don't know. Yes, Bern, Trumpflation, exactly. Traveling Terrace is also about a ton of canned meat, flour, vinegar, and seasonings. Look for deals and stock up. It's not too late. Yeah, I started doing that back in January. And as I've been very open about, this channel is not a huge moneymaker, so I have to be very careful and just save up and build up over time. So I'm not. On Stephanie Miller the other day, they brought up when Gal Gadot and a bunch of other famous celebrities, when the COVID shutdowns hit, where they were all singing John Lennon's Imagine, and it was so tone deaf. It was beyond tone deaf because they're sitting there in their mansions. I'm not there. This is no. I don't own this house. I don't know. But anyway. Brianna says Maxwell's 38.2 ounce cans. Okay. 16 ounces in. Okay. So it's more. So I can't do the math quickly, but we're talking around a kilo. 20 basics, $30. Miss Gibson says the coffee I bought was $10 in December. It's gone up to $22. Yes, Carl, it's a tax on the poor and the middle class. Wow. Hello, Eva. Paula says, just so you know, coffee has not risen that much in dollar stores. Oh, good. Okay. We're talking about the prices. Prices. Oh, these are the nails I was going to wear yesterday. Aren't they pretty? I've had them for a while, but I found them in a box. I've been cleaning. It got tucked away, so it's like having new nails. I must have gotten these a long time ago. So I think they're pretty. Anyway. Hang on. Maria says, buy the refillable K-cups and bags of ground coffee, much cheaper. Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yes. Thank you. Steve is asking without auto-tune? I don't know what that means. Anne says dollar stores are raising their prices to $2 in smaller packages. Okay. And Steve says, yes, this is Dumpy's economy. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Brianna. Oh, good. Okay, well, big expenses. So people who aren't at the top level, the tiny number of people who have all of this money, the rest of us who are down here, because in the middle class is just getting stretched out of existence. Okay. Deborah says the nails are throwing 1930s vibes. That makes me happy. Okay. So China Rose is sharing this about the new moon. Well, let's hope those chickens are coming home to roost. That would be very good. Yeah. Okay. And Eva is saying that coffee in Germany costs between 7 to 10 euros per package. Okay. How big are the packages? Do you know? Okay. All right, and we're being hemmed in. Oh, there's judgment. Yeah, people are not going to be super quiet about it, and these idiots. Well, I guess Trump did recycle, didn't he? Apparently, you know how he paved paradise and put in a patio and outside the White House, that lawn. Yeah, they just bulldozed. There are a whole bunch of like tables with umbrellas and chairs out there, just tackily just sitting there like it's a restaurant, closed restaurant. They brought this from Mar-a-Lago. On the one hand, I'd say it's good that they didn't spend money, but on the other hand, they had to ship them from Mar-a-Lago. So I wonder if they're like the older ones. Yeah, this just the hits keep coming, and the rich getting richer, and it ends in the hanged man. These people have not learned anything from history. They have not learned anything from history, and they're you have all that money and you don't have a decent astrologer on your payroll. Wow. I guess they get so arrogant they think that they, I did all of this myself. Like fun you did. You stood on the backs of a lot of people, and to be perfectly honest, we all did. I didn't make this laptop. I didn't draw this art. We're all standing on the shoulders of the people who came before us. So yeah, okay, but sure, go hang out on your yacht. I'm starting to think that perhaps in the not too distant future, having a yacht is not going to be something you want to have, unless you're just, because frankly, a lot of it is getting out into international waters so you can do stuff. I wish I was kidding. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Who is the hanged man? Let's have a look. Whew. Oh, they can clean up the White House. All right, who's the hanged man there? Because it doesn't, obviously we're hurting, but seriously, Republicans have gotten very complacent with the idea that Democrats are always going to be nice, or mostly going to be nice, that we're not going to fight back, that we're not going to speak out, that we're not going to just go on tirades and insult them. But you've pushed people too far. And one of the things I noticed in the comments on Marie Table, her video this morning, was there was one person who was saying, it was thanking her for remaining kind. She said, so many of the readers I used to watch had become angry and mean. Well, there has to be a dose of optimism in there. But at the same time, if you were in Germany in the 30s, what would you have done? So, all right. Innocent Potato says, Autumn, you might want to be a bit more positive. The comments seem to be a bit negative today. In my humble opinion, be the change you want to see in the world. I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you for sharing. A bit more positive. I always say we're going to get through this, because we are. We're not going to lose our democracy. But we're in a situation here, and we need to share information on what's potentially around the corner, or what the actual information is on the ground. I mean, I am a Scorpio, the private detectives of the zodiac. So I want to know what's under here, what's under there, so that I and the people I care about don't get blindsided. So thank you. Yes, Eva says, I so love what Newsom is doing. Yes, we've got a question about that. Okay. Traveling tarot. They don't know what it's like to be in the energy you're in when reading on Dumpy and the rest. Ding, 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 ding. It's why I need the cat. It's why, yes, it is. I'm, the pit. I joke it's the pit of eternal stench from the labyrinth, but it really is. Anyway, thank you. Thank you. All right, so the hangman, who was it? See, here's the thing. That's Newsom, but that's also the other Democrats. That's your Jamie Raskin, your I mean, just go down the line. Jasmine Crockett, you name it. These are the Democratic leaders. And this is a card for the reading. And you are a Democratic leader. You are. And you're on the right side of this. Even if you feel like a blue dot in a red area, every time you speak out for what's right, for what's good, your voice carries. And I have gotten the same message over and over and over, which is you are on the right side of history. This is a message for us, not me, us. You are on the right side of history. And you will reach the end of your life, and you will say, and you will have this thought in your head, did I do enough? I could have done more. I think that's a normal thing to happen. But you will know you did the right thing. So we have Democratic leaders here, and the patheticness. Someone, I saw it was just a short, but it was a biography of Stephen Miller's wife. She's awful. Oh boy. Anyway, those two deserve each other. Anyway, page of wands. See, this is the followers of Trump, but it's this week. Yeah, there's a plan, from the White Heritage Foundation. Okay, but this is charity. And yeah, this is we're not on a steady road. So you and we talk to each other, and we know we're going to get through this, and we know we're on the right side of history. So we have we have a calmness, we have an even keel that the other side doesn't have. And the situation is not sustainable. Financially, ethically, you name it. You and I can stay calm through a crisis. They cannot handle crises. It's one of those classic things about they can dish it out, but they can't take it. Thank you, Chris Cool. Oh, Deborah, I thought we were doing the Twisted Sister song. All right. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Let's move on to Gavin Newsom at 30 minutes, 15 seconds. And Melissa had a question as well, because I've got two questions on this. So, Newsom has been trolling Trump online with parody posts like, Donald, in all caps, Donald Tiny Hands, you will be a fired beta. I have to, I have something I found on, I ran across this online and I have to share it. I'm just, actually, can I pull it up here? Because maybe then you can get a screen capture, a clear screen capture, so you can share it with everybody you know. Hang on, let me pull this down for just a second. There, okay, and hang on. You're gonna like this. Oh, please display, please display, please display. I have troubles with Messenger. Oh, that's why. Hang on. I'll be able to pull it up just now. Oh, it's worth it. It's worth it. Trust me. Trust me. Here we go. Oh, got it. And the caption. Share screen. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I love that comment. I underestimated this cult thing. This is fun. I laughed out loud. I had to share that. It was great. It is fun. Glorious. Okay, put this back in. Even Steve Bannon, Stevie Three Shirts, old Krusty, is admitting that the Newsom thing is working. It's really getting under Republican skin. Have you heard the outrage? Oh, it is so truly awful, where they've been saying Gavin Newsom is just being childish. He thinks he can be successful by being more like Trump, and he just won't. Nice try. Nice try. Oh boy. So, wow. Yes, that was Gavin on it. Well, was it a T-Rex or was it a velociraptor? A large velociraptor. And I know there are specific dinosaurs with names that were in size between a velociraptor, like a big chicken, and a T-Rex. I know there are ones in the middle, but I can't remember. So one of them had something was named something about the South American country it was found in. I can't remember. Anyway. So they're all, oh, it's glorious. Allosaurus, was that it? Thank you, Chemical Swirl. It did have tiny hands. Maria says, I'm getting no small amount of enjoyment out of the GCN trolling of Taco. Mm-hmm. Carolyn, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That is so kind of you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Utah raptor was a large velociraptor. There we go. Oh, if it was a T-Rex, it was a T-Rex. I don't know. I mean, it's not real. So I was trying to judge based on how big he is. So how big? Well, that T-Rexes are much bigger than humans, and it's not real. I have to tell myself it's not real. All right. Oh, it's definitely getting to them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Queen of Pentacles, of course. I love that. Newsom thinks he can be more successful by being more like Trump. Whew, and spin and fail. Yeah, we are definitely enjoying this. Oh, and they'll keep going, but yeah, this keeps people's morale up. I had to use terms. I hate to use warfare terms, but to some extent, that's what we're doing. We need to keep people's morale up, and he's doing a great job of that. And there's so much to make fun of. Oh my gosh, where do you even start? Whew. Exactly, Eva. The really fun thing about it is Newsom is telling the truth. He's not lying. He's putting it into Trump speak. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Jersey Girl says, I like tea. Oh, tea's good too. I have some in my, I've put my extra tea in the freezer. Apparently that makes it last longer. So, okay. So at 37 minutes in, Melissa was asking, will more politicians follow suit? Oh, well, let's see. Oh, China Rose, thank you. Yin and Yang. Ah, thank you. Thank you. So, will more politicians follow Newsom's suit? Because yeah, they're otherwise mild-mannered people. Even on Stephanie Miller this morning, someone was talking about how, you know, they were dealing with some elderly people and who are normally very just going about their business. And this one woman, she started talking about, you know, President disgrace, and she was swearing every other word. And when you're reducing people to that level of anger, what do you expect is going to happen? Debsy says, and the Republicans call us snowflakes. I'm pretty sure, didn't Trump recently post one of his screeds? And didn't Gavin Newsom or his people respond with 3 snowflake emojis? It makes me so happy. Oh, makes me so happy. Oh boy. Oh, that is the perfect response. Chef's kiss. Eva says Newsom did post a couple of snowflake emojis. Well done, sir. Well done. You and your team, well done. Will others follow suit? If they can. Definitely, we're starting here with a rise of Democrats, a rise of Democratic sentiment and feeling. Burns says, going to bed last night, too many people were having fun with the White House's new TikTok account. Oh, yeah. These idiots. They decided they were going to go on TikTok. They have like 6 things up or something, and it is ratioed to the moon. It isn't, there are no nice comments, or there's so few, or thumbs up or anything, and it's just the comment section, the negative comment section just goes forever. Chris Cole says, I loved your favorite comment was, you sound woke. Yay, I love it. Yes, DL, the snowflake. Whew, okay. Yeah, this is a rise. And yeah, they're not going to back down. We know that. But yeah, we've learned a few things. We have the truth on our side. So their pathetic plans and their MAGA base and yeah, we're standing up. I think the most important card there is that Ace of Cups. We're standing up as we should. Okay. Okay, let's go down to 40, 45. Debs, okay, just Debsy was wondering about the elections at, let's say, 41. There we go. Debsy was asking, after speaking with Zelensky, 45 was suddenly interested in the fact that Ukraine won't have, excuse me, elections due to the war with Russia. So, yeah, is it going to be like a wag the dog just to prevent elections from happening? But that doesn't happen here, does it? I'm pretty sure we had elections during the World Wars, didn't we? I know we had elections during the Vietnam War. But any excuse, good luck. Warm Halo saying that Newsom has 2 young guys helping with his fun posts. Thank you. And he says we did have elections during World War I and II. Yeah, Princess, yes, we did. All through World War II. But yeah, try to. This idiot, is he really going? Well, first of all, you know he's going to float the balloon. You know he's going to talk about it because that's what they do. He and his ilk, they start by talking about something outrageous. So-and-so was talking about this, or someone's reported to have said. They're constantly throwing out these trial balloons to see if he can get away with this stuff. We will see that. We will see. He's an insider has said that Trump's thinking about doing, whatever heinous hideousness which would stop the elections. Yeah. China Rose says the United States has never missed a presidential election. Thank the gods. Yes. Yes. Agreed. Sandra Lee is saying the bonkers billionaire budget had a clause that the president can cancel elections if he deems them to be fraudulent. Really? Deb is saying he's saying he will sign an executive order to remove mail-in ballots. He doesn't have the power to do so, but he'll try. Yeah. Yes, Robin, remember, Dumpy is the dumpling who lives in the drama triangle. Yes. Fool. And then he runs his mouth, and there reaches a boy crying wolf level. He's going to try. He's absolutely going to try, but it's all going forward, and it's all going to be out in the open. So, that thing will be in court faster than. Oh yeah. Okay. So, Debsy would say, I think he will do anything to stay in power and keep Republicans in power at 4440. No. Back up. Oh, I just accidentally erased everything. Hang on. Back. Yikes. Sometimes when you highlight something, it actually highlights everything before it, and then you hit a button, and everything disappears. Panic. 45, 10, 15. Okay, Deb was saying, I think he'll do anything to stay in power and keep Republicans in power. Let me ask. And the keyword, but I think the word we need to add to this is try to do anything. I think he will try to do anything to stay in power and keep Republicans in power. Oh, yeah. Deb says Cash Peters. We love Cash Peters. Cash Peters asked ChatGPT if Democrats would win in 2026, and it said yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Being dumpy, Ms. Gibson's talking about how much money Trump has made. Oh, absolutely. Was it how Sparks said that MTG, Marjorie Trader Green, she's made like $22 million since she got into office. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Will he do anything? Oh, I'm getting a don't worry about it. I have to be careful what I say here. Oh, Randy says in Canada, Maxwell House coffee went for the 900-gram size, went from $9.80 to $24.90. So it went from 10 to 25. Wow. Lewis says, to be fair, those Jewish space lasers are expensive. Oh, that's true. Okay, is he going to try anything and everything to stay in power? Oh, where's my entertainment only YouTube? Don't have the mug with me, but I've got the overlay. Hi. Yeah. Okay. Queen of Cups. There's nothing he despises more than a smart, uppity woman. Because he is just a tiny little snowflake of a human being. And a scumbag. Fruits of labor. So you'd think they'd be working on it. This also feels like specifically trying to disenfranchise women. Get the young men voting for MAGA, and yeah, but this is all very weak. This is all minor arcana. This is not major arcana energy. This is the stuff we're used to. Which says ABC News just broke that Dumpy will literally go on patrol with ICE Thursday night in DC. It won't last. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine the protests? Can you imagine? Did you hear how people were acting when Gates and Miller and Nazi Ferratu and all of them were in a train station? That's nothing compared to what's coming. Whew. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, no. I don't think we'll get, let's hope we don't get any kind of friendly. No. Anyway, Murray's asking, in what, a bulletproof gerbil ball? I love the image. I love the mental image. And then you just push it farther and then he kind of rolls with it. Anyway, Which's Instagram is filling up with videos of ICE being run out of DC neighborhoods. Good. Oh gosh. I don't know. I'm feeling some jocularity. Let's hope that's what happens. Challenger says, LOL, not going to happen. Oh, with the gerbil ball? Trump in a big bulletproof gerbil ball? Or are you saying he's not going to go out tonight? All right. So anyway, you've got this energy. Or yeah, they're thinking about these are the people around him. But the two last cards for is President Dumpster Fire going to do, would he do anything? I'm getting, don't worry about it. So we'll just not worry about it. Yeah. It's a long time between now and 2028. True, Jane. Yeah, I think it was Miller specifically who was calling the protesters 90-year-old white hippies. 90-year-old white hippies sound like nice people. Don't threaten us with a good time. I mean, why would you not want to hang out with 90-year-old white hippies or the hippies in general? TJ says, sounds great. I know, right? Phyllis is a gerbil ball. Sorry. I'm just getting a mental image. Where was it? Oh, Traveling Chair says, no, he's not going out. Not really. Maybe a photo op, but he's not walking the streets with ice. Oh, yeah. I agree. Lewis says, DeBall. Yes. Oh my gosh. The comment it went by. I'm so sorry I didn't get the rest of it. I just lost it. Tammy says the ball would be even more fun if he tripped. As long as he doesn't get hurt. I don't want anybody getting hurt. But yeah, I'd laugh. I try to be a nice person. I do. But after all the damage this man's done, just a pratfall, where nobody gets hurt. Just let me enjoy my harmless thoughts. So, whew. And Traveling Terror is also saying his smell could break a crowd of protesters. I'll bet. Oh, that's yeah. This should get interesting tonight, and it will be brief. Anyway, wow. Where did it go? Here we go. Flowers. All right. Oh, nearing the end. So, okay, this article's been here for a bit, and I want to make sure I cover it before it disappears into the ether. You know how there was Congress who was subpoenaing things about the Epstein files, and they're asking for not only the Epstein files, but then certain people to come in, and of course the Republicans are trying to turn it into a spectacle. And we want Bill Clinton, we want Hillary Clinton, we want Barack Obama, we want we want Jimmy Carter to come in to testify about. Wait, what? Oh, okay, maybe not Jimmy Carter. About his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Jazz hands. But the Republicans and all the people they called, not calling Alex Acosta. Really? The one who gave him the sweetheart deal, the one who said that he was that Epstein, he couldn't do anything because Epstein was of intelligence agency, but vagueness. So Alex Acosta, who gave a keyword, a sweetheart deal. You scum of the earth. But Republicans don't want him being summoned. Will Alex Acosta have to get himself into a chair to testify? Joyce says, Barr said he didn't see anything in the files on Trump. They never gave him the files to look at. Yeah. But, we might be slow to pick up on the dishonesty because we don't think along those terms. But, we're learning, right? Your lies don't. It's like one of my favorite Rush Limbaugh quotes from years ago. He said, the environment, climate change, there are more trees in this country now than there were when it was founded. The country started out with 13 colonies that became states. Of course, there are more trees now than there were when the country was founded. Just, the manipulation is just, it was just a lie. It was a lie to be a manipulative jerk. That was the point. So they do stuff like this. Hi, Dumpy. Funny, your card's coming up for the card for the reading on trying to get Alex Acosta to testify. Funny how you show up right there. Huh, what a coinky dink. This is wussy, and this is victims being treated horribly. There's a Fool, there's a Knight of Pentacles. This is weak. This is weak sauce. And seriously, for some of this stuff, that the Republicans are going to they're going to stick their fingers in their ears. La, 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 la. But this is all weak. So does Alex Acosta just mosey on down the road? Chris Cole says, Laura Trump, need more trees? Just add 68 more states. Oh, boy, okay. Yes. Alex Acosta, victims, devil. That's where it starts. Are you listening, Mr. Acosta? Victims who dealing with the most heinousness stuff imaginable. And he might end up being on the defensive about it after all of the damage he's done. But there is some good energy. Him being on the defensive here, it's kind of feeling like he's already on the defensive. If you think Alan Dershowitz is being persecuted because he can't get parochies, yeah, I feel like Alex Acosta isn't super welcome everywhere. But so there's some improvement here, but it's not those poor women. girls at the time, but women now, bless them. Okie dokie. I don't know anything about the sandwich meme either. All right, well, that is my time for today, my friends. It is 1:15 here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. Sarah is setting up today for this weekend. She has a booth in Shreveport at GeekCon. And so this afternoon, she and her family are setting up the booth and all the stuff she spent months making. So if you're anywhere near Shreveport and you think you might like some geeky stuff, Miss Sarah, you could meet her in person. She'll be there this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you again, Caroline. Thank you. All right. Hang on, that didn't show. And all right, so that will do it. Thank you again. And I meant to say Carolyn, not Caroline. Sorry. Caroline, yeah. Mouth not always working. All right, that'll do it for now. But I'll be over on Creative Sprints this afternoon. And tomorrow I will be right back here like I am every other day. You always have this community here. All right, so hang in there. You're not alone. We are in this together. There are good days ahead. All right, be well. And I'll see you later.